Breaking news, my country people. Who can imagine President Bola Ahmed Tinubu outsmarted some northern politicians, deceiving El-Rufia in the process? I can tell. Before the elections, Tinubu had gained support from figures like Nasir Rufai, positioning himself as the puppet master. Now, to booster this strategy, he adopted a crusade of cognitive impairment, stouting incoherent statements at every opportunity, such as the recalling Baba Blue, Bulaba, Tinubu falling, Tinubu, looking ill and pale, behaving abnormal. And El-Rufai anticipated the vice presidency, but when the plan faltered, he set his sights on the chief of staff role, envisioning himself and Shettima steering the Nigeria's destiny. And my country people determined, they waged a first campaign to secure Tinubu as the APC candidate, manipulating the INEC to declare him the winner. However, as soon as Tinubu assumed office, he discarded all pretenses and turned the tables on the northern politicians. Firstly, Ganduje faced humiliation before eventual endorsement. Next in line was El-Rufai. And I must say, during the campaigns, Tinubu was behaving in a very strange and funny way, where he makes some certain statements, almost falling off, him shaking, and to some extent avoided some meetings. And a lot of people were talking on what's happening, but as soon as Tinubu assumed office, he dropped the pretense and he started acting normal. And Tinubu directed Akpabio to embarrass El-Rufai, ensuring the Senate do not screen him. El-Rufai was expecting a smooth entry into the Red Chamber, but found himself facing public disgrace. And frustrated attempts to connect with Tinubu in the Aso Rock underscores that he had been used and discarded. To save his face, he claimed disinterest in any position, saying he is no longer interested to be the Minister of Power, that in fact he is not interested in any position at all. He wants to go and focus on his studies. And unable to bear the humiliation, El-Rufai sought refuge in exile to further his studies. And today, northern politicians remain stunned, quietly nursing their wounds, and once accustomed to a superiority complex, they believe they control the Nigeria's political landscape, yet Tinubu has, outsmarted them. But behind the scenes, the fear of Tinubu's strategic powers and divisive techniques looms large. And in a bid to regain control, they attempted to impeach Akpabio and to implement electoral laws hindering Tinubu's future victories. Unfortunately for them, Tinubu that is quite aware of their tactics, I beg your pardon, had employed both financial leverage and executive power to counterpart, their schemes, able to counter their schemes. And when Tinubu eventually leaves office, the northern politicians may find themselves thoroughly humbled. Guys, an investigative journalist have revealed to Nigerians how Tinubu pretended to an extent deceive the almighty El-Rufai that is known to be, a mini god. Imagine Tinubu had outsmarted the northerners. Tinubu really outsmarted them, pretended like he was going to die at any moment, and then they aspired for the Muslim ticket. That was how most northerners keyed into it, saying, oh, once Tinubu, fades out, Kasim Shettima would take over power and they would be in charge. That was the thought they had at the back of their minds ahead with the Muslim ticket. And El-Rufai also supported the Muslim ticket. He showed support for the Muslim ticket. And afterwards, expecting some kind of reward from the president, an appointment in quotes, El-Rufai, was not screened by the Senate. They did not give El-Rufai the opportunity because of what transpired, before the screening day. El-Rufai was seen in a viral video making some certain statements that did not go well with Nigerians. It didn't go down well with Nigerians, and a lot of people really, they felt that El-Rufai shouldn't be given the appointment as any minister. So people started protesting and speaking about El-Rufai's, issues and how he's a religious bigot here and there. And that was how El-Rufai lost his appointment as, one of Tinubu's ministers. And later he told Nigerians that he's no longer interested in being Tinubu's minister, that he's not trying to become a minister. Instead, he would focus on to further his studies. So my country people, this investigative journalist revealed to Nigerians how Tinubu played the Northerners, how he deceived El-Rufai in the process, how he did a lot of things to gain power. And now that he has clinched onto this power, the Northerners are now mute. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? However, Nigerians have reacted. Now, the North is the North. Let them wait and see the 2027 game. I believe all this because the same Tinubu who couldn't speak well is now speaking good English. This is not an excitement to create misunderstanding between the president and the northern supporters. Now, which El-Rufai you think is wise? El-Rufai is not wise. Oh. What is the motives of the president? Those who think that the northern politicians will be too powerful for Tinubu come 2027 should wait and see what happens then. Don't rush to conclude. My advice to Tinubu is to revisit the referendum paper agreement reached during Jonathan's era and let Nigeria be restructured. This would be one of the good things that Tinubu would forever be remembered for. He should restructure Nigeria and win the confidence of Nigerians. Well, this person has come again. We all know that they have tried all they can. This one now, Yoruba and Northerners, what they sow they will reap. Moreover, El-Rufai is a modern-day politician that introduced the Muslim ticket to cleanse Nigeria politics from religious incitement of critics of the mass at every election. He supports the someone from other regions to encourage tribalism and religiosism. He wants to future elections whereby they can present good candidates from the same region. Okay, Tinubu is a great man and also a great strategist. Well, my country people, these are reactions from Nigerians. I sincerely believe that Tinubu is a great strategist. He saw everything and everything played out the way he wanted. Let's not forget the crisis that happened in the People's Democratic Party, how it really frustrated Atiku's effort at becoming the president. So my country people, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you.